Yeah. Alright. That was hello and welcome to the YouTube, and welcome to the Twitch, possibly, and welcome to the gay side of the internet. Welcome to Planet Crafter, and today, so far, streaming has been a bit of interesting because, well, I don't know exactly what's going on. It seems like Twitch is having some sort of outage of kinds. So I couldn't actually, like, I was still logged into my Twitch account, but I couldn't do anything. And then I logged out. I tried to log out and back in again, see if that worked. And then I couldn't log back in again, and it seems like there's some kind of an outage. But I really don't know what's actually going on. So I might be able to get back into Twitch later during the stream if the stuff is helped somehow. But yeah, it's confusing. For the VOD, this isn't really gonna matter that much, probably, but it does mean that I just went live like 15 minutes later than I usually would, and I spent about half an hour trying to find out how my Twitch account had mysteriously disappeared. So that's interesting, because I also couldn't find it when I looked for it by when I searched, which was very disconcerting, and I was not sure of what to think of that. But it seems like it might be fine. It's scary anyway. I have to remember how to play this game. Which it's been like 6 days. My brain is really short. That's how I managed to forget. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna need to play some algae generators, I'm guessing. Eggplant, magnesium, and super alloy. Magnesium should be easy. Eggplant, I'm probably gonna have to grow, and I only have to grow. I could always just take the squash out. Take the squash out and replace it with an eggplant. See how that fares. And then as soon as that has grown, I'm guessing I'll already have whatever ingredient. Oh, it's a super alloy, so that might actually be a bit tougher. My brain really has to reset after all the chaos just now. Do I have any? No. I'm probably gonna have to. Oh, laptop still sounds. Alright. Okay, so I am live. I am getting a notification that I'm live, which I'm guessing means that the account still exists in some capacity, but I'm gonna see if I can log in. Ooh, yeah. Alright. That was an adventure, in a certain sense of the word. Alright. Okay. Okay, I'm just really quickly gonna get to the right place in the whole everything on my channel. I was really scared it disappeared for a second, even though it wouldn't take more than like 3 streams if you're actually good to bring like everything, to bring in the same amount of people that I have after. Well, I mean, well, whatever. Anyway, I was scared though, because it felt scary. It definitely felt scary. But I'm good. Ooh, okay. Right. Then I'm also gonna see. This might. This might actually stop the stream running, in which case I'll have to be really sad or something. Alright, what are we gonna do today? I need to come up with a good title, because else it's gonna keep saying Minecraft 3, and that would peeve me. Something about house in a lake. That should be great. That should be awesome. Alright. Alright, let's see. Great. It's still going and everything. Right. Alright. Then I can continue with stuff in a second. I don't know if I don't know, apparently I'm not very good at working with the layout on Twitch, because of my mediocre amount of skills. But wow, that was an adventure. In not the greatest form of the sense of the word. So, I was gonna get an algae generator. I don't know if I said that last time, but happy Pride. Because you know me, frankly, I could forget to breathe if no one reminded me of it. But yeah, regardless, happy Pride. We are specifically, especially for Pride, we are going to make an all gay generator. Is what we're gonna do. So keep your eyes and ears and other important sensory organs peeled for that, I guess, for the gay generator. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I have a car now. I have a car. Where is the car? I've accidentally exploded it into damnation. That sounds like, oh no, it's right there. That sounds like something I do though. To be real, that sounds exactly like something that I do. Okay, drive. Look at that. I think it is. Is it affecting my frame rate? I think so. It's fine. It's not like anyone's here for the quality anyway. So. Alright, I'm. Okay, I'm trying to generate a second thread of thought that can coexist with the primary one that tells me I still need to get the eggplant and make the algae generator, the gay generator. But it's taking brain power, and I don't have a lot of that. So I guess I can always look at some more power generation. Let's see if I can get an extra nuclear reactor. Alright. What's that? Yeah, 1. So if I get extra super alloy, that should be pretty simple. Okay, so that's 1. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to use my vehicle for this. It is not super fast, but it's definitely an improvement over legs. My legs might be round, but not in that orientation. They're a different axis of round, axis of awesome. Oh, something like that. Anyway, oh boy. There's something very interesting about the sensitivity while driving. It seems like the y-axis of sensitivity is very, very low. So, that confused me for a second. I'm gonna see if there's any minimum, if there's any minima to be found here. Alright, nothing so far. I don't think I have lights on this bad boy, do I? It's cobalt. Oh, there is in fact at least one alonium. But let's hope that it's not as alone as the name suggests, because that would be saddening, as it were. Huh? Is that? I think, yeah, it's more alonium. Now I have enough alonium to build myself an alone. Oh. Or to spat out and explode something. Also a viable option, but perhaps less comfortable. It all just depends on what you want to reach with your endeavor. Alright, let's see. Let's show you what a good lap time is. Down the hill and up the hill. Come on. Yeah. And now boring flat terrain. You won't see that too much in a, like, I mean flat terrain, yeah, but boring, like in any like professional sports race or something, you'll probably rarely see boring parts of the race, right? I don't know, I'm not versed in the ways of sports. I don't know if my muscles retain the ability to move. I do sit a lot. I did go walking today. Just wandering around the neighborhood, which is nice. Oh. Yeah, okay. I've sort of survived. So, let's see. The douche. Let's see. I should be now able to make more super alloys. And I should be able to yawn. But also build a nuclear reactor. So there we go. Yeah. Look at that. That should give a pretty good amount of more power. Nice. That seems to be quite a nice amount of power indeed. So, is there any chips that I need the pin chip, but I don't have any. I don't have it. I need one more aluminum. I need one more for it, which is a problem because I don't have that yet. At least. Do I have? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have the best of most of that. I think I still need a better backpack. Oxygen tank. No, I have a good oxygen tank. I don't have a jetpack yet, which is probably a good thing to have. It's probably also going to kill my thumb because my spacebar's still no good work, because I refuse to be an intelligent human being. Not even conscious, it's just, I just don't be that, which is very saddening of my heart. Anyway, let's go out and explore. See if I can find one single extra aluminium. Can you say aluminium? Great. Very, 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 very good job. I don't know if you said it right. Okay. So, the same story again. I still don't know how ore generation works in this game. So I have no clue if I'm actually gonna find much aluminium, because I found 2 of them. I'd say there's bound to be more somewhere, because the chances of me actually having found exactly all the aluminium really slim. But maybe there isn't. There always mightn't be. But I guess I'll have to find out. Or at least try to find out. It's very difficult to actually know for sure that there isn't something. It's always hard to prove the absence of something, but it's relatively easy to prove the presence. You know, for example, if I were to kick a soccer, like a football, like a double egg, an American football in your face, then that would be discomforting, would not be probably very nice, but it would be hard to prove, or it would be quite simple to get the idea that there was indeed that American football. But if I'm in a room and somebody tells me is there an American football, and there isn't one, then I have to start by thinking, do I see one? Then I have to open all the drawers. Is there anything in here? And then I have to think, like, is this a trick question? Could there be something that's kind of like an American football, or enough like it that if somebody asks me if there is an American football, I should construe that as an American football? And if that all is not the case, then to get a properly accurate answer, of course, I need to throw over all of the cabinets and everything, because there could be an American football secretly hiding inside of them. You don't want to be inaccurate when you're doing very scientific football research, even if it's American football. No, that wasn't a stab at Americans. Why would I ever stab at Americans? Stabbing people is mean. Don't stab people. Alright, anyway. Now that we all know for very certain that there totally isn't American football in this room, I haven't checked There could actually be an American football in the room, but I don't. I can't prove that there is. So be quiet, please. Anyway, I have found my aluminum. That is the important part. I think I was even talking about the American football. Like I remember I was trying to talk about the proving that the absence or presence of something, but I don't remember why that was relevant. It might not have been relevant actually. I know myself too well to suppose that whenever I say something it's relevant. In fact, I know myself too well to suppose that there is any moment where I say something and also that thing is relevant. Alright. Now that I have questioned my reality, really? I have questioned the whole of the universe, and that the whole eggplant has not grown yet. The whole dang aubergine. Look at it, not even ready yet. Look at that, it's 94%. Look at that, it's still 90. I thought maybe by the time I'd done the rounds it'd be 95%, but it won't. No, it's still 94. Oh boy. That's not, out of all of the aubergines I've seen, that seems like one of the more lethargic ones, isn't it, bro? So, I have 5 more % to go at this point in time. How do I survive 5% of an aubergine? I don't know. Probably a way to do it, but you never know before you try. Unless you do. For example, if you are able to construct a logical argument that could convince you of whether or not you are able to do it. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm not going to know until I try. Did I? Actually, it auto-saves, right? Whenever I see that something like a game auto-saves, my brain is like, huh, what a great reminder that I definitely still manually need to save this thing, because it's been a while since the last time that I've done that. My brain, instead of using the autosave as an actual as actual autosave, it replaces my internal idea of I need to save every now and again with I need to save whenever I see autosave, which is one of the most clumsy constructs that I've probably ever heard of. Anyway, will this aubergine... Thanks. As I say, lethargic aubergine. That does not sound like the name of a song, and that's confusing because it feels like it should sound like the name of a song, but it doesn't. That's not just me, right? Lethargic aubergine, that... Or like maybe a band. I mean, you could have a band called Lethargic Aubergine, but it just doesn't quite... Like, it feels like it should be, but it feels like it wouldn't be. Because... I don't know, it's... I don't know, not to disrespect the lethargic aubergines out there. I have no beef, but I was just I'm surprised with how few bands could be called lethargic aubergine. To summarize my thoughts, what types of aubergines could be a good band? Because, like, yellow aubergine. Yellow aubergine sounds like it could actually be a pretty good band name. I thought blue aubergine at first, but that blue aubergine doesn't hit the same way that yellow aubergine does. Christmas aubergine, wow, but that's... You know, you'd be bound to the time of the year, so that's not a good idea. Probably. I mean, I've never tried like a season-bound band name. I haven't tried that many band names. I just really like coming up with band names all the time. I have several separate lists of things that could be great band names. What was I doing again? Because I was the algae generator. What did I need the osmium for? What? I'm guess. Oh, pin. This explains exactly why I need this. Why I need that. Because I completely forgot about the whole existence of this little blueprint just by not being visually constantly reminded of it. Nor. Why did I call iron Nor? It feels like there should be a story behind it, but then again, as I say, it's me. There probably isn't. Yeah, I'm right. I'm always right. I'm often wrong, but I'm always right. Remember that, kids. Okay, so that's Spanish for cheese. And almost Latin for please. That's quite so. What do I need to... Oh yeah, I need more aluminum. I'm guessing I've just about exhausted that place. I might find more stuff, but it would take a while to actually find it. So I think I'm more likely to find aluminum in this cave. Cave. Come on, where in this cave is there aluminum? Hello, I am the aluminum inspector. I'm going to inspect to see if there are any aluminum. Thank you. Please, if you have detected any aluminum, please hold it above your head so that I can inspect it easily. Thank you very much. I need to make like an edit of that with the like a supermarket like intercom sound, I guess. Like a doom 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 doom. With whoever has found their has lost their alarm. Will they please make their way to the entrance of the store to pick it up? Thank you. Good night. Wait. Wait. Well, whoever has lost their alarm, please make the way to the front of the store so you can pick it up. It's very frightened and it's alone and it's screaming all the time and it's biting my leg, so I don't know what to do. Thank you. I should work at a supermarket. I feel like I do great at that. Also, I did just realize while I was doing the bit that I am crucially running out of air. Also, I don't know how loud that was. I don't know if you can even hear that. It looks like the audio level is fine, but you know, seeing sounds and hearing sounds definitely hits different. So I have very little actual clue. How comes that I'm hungry? I ate like half an hour ago, maybe like an hour ago, but still, why am I hungry? Hungry, like not on the game, in real life is what I mean. For some reason, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Also, in the game, I'm thirsty. In realized life, I always thirst for blood in some capacity. But I would never tell the mortals that. They'd only start to stress. Where is my aluminum? Come on. I know you've got some aluminum in here, you beautiful cave. It's a pretty good cave, yeah. And of course, if you want something from someone, the best coercion tactics tell you be pretty nice to the person. In fact, the very best coercion tactic, so good that it's not even a crime, is to become friends with someone and have like an actual get to know people, to actually not exploit them, but so like if you need something, it's not that weird to ask for a little favor, like, hey, I know that you can could you teach me how to or could you like help me with the that I'm trying to do? And if they say no, then I don't know, atomic bombs are always an option. Don't ask me about my friendships, I'm fine. I'm not seeing any aluminum. In that in that respect, I'm not 100% fine in the in the aspect of alumni. I'm not stacked on alunilon, but I'm sure I'll find something somehow. Why is that parked so deep into the cave? Did I catch my breath? I mean, I did like after the German supermarket, but otherwise I don't know why I was so deep into the cave. Very confusing. Have I looted this wreck yet? I don't think so, right? I'll build a little thing in front of it so that I can catch my breath every now and again. Okay, so what do I need for that? I need 2 titaniums. Need 3 irons. Where is 3 irons? That is, I need silicon. I think I need 1 more iron. I'll be fine if it's 2, but because on the one hand I already almost at least have enough to actually build it, but I also want to make sure that I have enough later to make the super alloy for the whatever it was that I was making again. Else that would be not so smart of me. Then again, I am known for not always being very smart, so whatever. Maybe for the content I should stop logical. I should instead unlogical. Actually, I'm gonna put some in the back of this truck. Beautiful. Now let's see what this ship has to offer when it comes to riches that I will steal from probably colleagues, considering the fact that this, it seems like all of the other spaceships that have come to this planet are travel ships company. I don't remember. I'm not that intelligent, or even remotely. Where are my goodies? I've been walking around in this ship for at least 2 minutes. At least 30 seconds, and I have not found any good. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Okay, that's pretty good. That is in fact a goodie. Thank you. All right, I might have to put some stuff in there instead of the. Oh, have I been a bit? That looks like something that I would leave here. That looks like something that I would do because I've run out of space in my own inventory and I don't need iron as much because it's plentiful and bountiful in the free outside world. Something like that. Okay, now let's see if I'm going to take this car back to my home. Let's see where I end up. Hopefully at my home. But like not the one on the not the house in a lake. The house by the side of a lake that is not in fact going to drown. Like, I mean, what previous base do you mean? I've never accidentally built a base in the, I mean, unless you mean like my aquatic research center. But that was definitely not an accident. That was very, very purpose. That was 200 purpose. I didn't problem that. I winned that. I was the winner in that case. I was the one who won. I'm not in danger. I am the danger. I think that's what cool people say. I'm not in trouble. I am the trouble. Anyway, I should now have enough whatever it was. Pin for the pin thing. I should have enough for the pin thing. Clint Sinton. Do I need... Oh boy, I have a lot of aubergine seeds now. Why do Americans call it an eggplant? It's a very, very odd sort of name to call a thing. Because it doesn't look like an egg. I can understand the plant part because it grows on a plant. But why egg? Where did egg from? From where did egg? Please clarify this. If you are or know any amount of Americans, please. I would love to hear an explanation. I should probably compress that into alright broad. Alright. Because that's the thing, is because I guess eggplant as a general sort of thing, it's not necessarily more random than aubergine as a name. It's just, it feels like it should have a reason that, you know, is understandable because it sounds, I'm guessing it's a concatenation, like it's just egg and plant. I'm guessing it's kind of as simple as it seems in that regard, but I don't know, because why the egg? What is the egg? What significance does the egg? Please, I request information. What egg? If I ever meet an American, I'll be sure to tell them. I'll be sure to like walk up to them and go like, "Hey, you're American, right? Tell me, what egg? Why egg? Where is egg?" Because I feel like, you know, but okay, sure. interruption. 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 Oh no, egg. Egg. That was right. That's right. Egg. Why are you an egg? So, I like the lamps. Those are kind of cool, but not that important. Do I have the mining speed? I need more mining speed. Alright. I need 2 aluminum. Oh, and I needed extra silicon and something else as well, I think, but I don't remember what. Where is... Alright, aluminum. I think I already picked an extra one. Look at that, I mine quickly now. I'm like a mine goober. I am the gooberist of gooberies when it comes to mining. Which isn't some kind of a crypto flex. I just I delve well. I have delving capabilities. Skill, one might say. Skill that reaches beyond your darkest, deepest imagination. Not darkest, deepest, but not dark. I mean, like, except for the fact that it's dark in a mine, but that's not why, you know. But imagination, anyway, reaches beyond your imagination. Unless you have a really good imagination, then I don't know if that's like an universal thing. If it goes beyond everyone's imagination, is this music in the I guess the volume is just really quiet. I might need to up that a bit. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, imagination. Great. Imagination is fun. Creativity. Alright, beans. I forget what exactly was beyond everyone's imagination. So, regardless of whatever that was about again, I don't know, is it... I can see that this is funny to just... Because I don't remember... Like, I can see that somehow it's funny to watch. I can also see that it could be very annoying to watch. But I don't know. And it's not like I really know how to change it either, honestly. I'm just as confused as you are, darling. Oh, okay, almost got that inventory increase for my car, for my ride, for my rover. For my rover. Alright. Because I guess I could start working on next backpack. That's a lot of... Yeah, I may need to go to spaceship more if I want to do that. For some reason, I always underestimate by at least 1 bottle of water how much I have water in my inventory. Which is very confusing. But I guess it's alright enough. I'm as my inventory is increasing in size, I guess that's less and less of a problem. Then again, it's still a whole it's still a valuable commodity, you know? It's not like Minecraft where just every... I mean, like, that would... Like, they don't stack, so it's not the same as in Minecraft. It's not like, oh, I have 1 more bottle of water than I expected. Now the whole universe is going to end. But like, that's not what it's like in Minecraft. In this game, it is... Because... you know? I can't deal with too much water, you know? I do have the ability to drown. It feels like... I'm guessing the compass is following the car, but that's very confusing because it feels like it should follow my own eyes, which it normally would. Anyway. Something about water in the universe ending. Let's see what more goodies the people here have left. Go down there. Ooh, bean seeds. Beans are pretty good because they give a lot of nutrition. Eggplant. More eggplant. Could I have more eggplant? No, please don't. I will explode if you give me any more eggplant. Instead, in its royal stead, I would like to have bean plant. Thank you. Where is the outside world? A thing I, as a gamer, ask regularly. Where is the outside world? Does it actually exist? And more importantly, is it even important? If we find this mythical outside world, is it actually, does it bear any significance? Because it's just a virtual world, right? It doesn't mean anything. But still, you can have emotions connected to this idea that there is another realm that we might not be even be able to understand. Fun fact, grass is fake. There is fake grass actually, so some grass is fake. Unless you wouldn't categorize that as grass because of its, on account of its fakeness, but that's semantics. It makes semantics always makes discussions more interesting. Let's just say it's not usually really that useful to know. It's semantics is difficult in like semantic discussions because they kind of rob the discussion away from the subject and the, you know. Alright. Do I have the ability to... No, I need... Oh, that's a different chip. It's deconstruction, not mining. That feels like it shouldn't be in there, but... You know... I'm not a spaceship engineer, so I'm not sure I'm allowed to judge on whether or not it ought to be there. It feels like my I was going to say my space light. It feels like my light, my torch is flickering every now and again. Nolna seeds, Nolna Tosca. What's that? Oh, it's Bistera. So many different plants. If ever my finger changes colour, I have green fingers. Right. So I can always check what's up here, I suppose. Might not be much. Oh, that's much alright. That is very, very nice. Okay, and then some seeds. Oh, that is very good. I can put away some iron for rods, and I could put away some silicon. Bioplastic is good. I am aware of the fact that my breath is running out. Gonna take that. Alright. There's not too valuable of stuffs left in there. Alright. That should be right this corner. Okay, I'm very, very glad that I remembered the correct way out of there, because had I not, then I'm not sure I'd have had enough breath after those shenanigans. Do you think the French call them shenanigans? Oh no, il y a des shenanigans. I hope they do. That would be very interesting to just hear that in the middle of French. So, does this count as a road trip, or do you need to be with multiple people for a road trip? Or do you need to be on a road for a road trip? I could see that being the case. I could definitely see. But then again, because I mean, road trips, like, I mean, in Europe, there's not a lot of space compared to in the US. Like, there's a lot of space, but in European countries, there is not half as much space as in the US. If you just really just say, like, I'm gonna move. What? That's why you look where you're going, kids. In the US, you can say, like, I'm gonna go from one end of the country to the other end of the country, and that's gonna be a few days of travel or something. It's a lot anyway. And in most European countries, it's kind of like, all right, it's been 4 hours. I'm at the other side of the country now. That's that's as long as a European road trip typically would get. Just not that overwhelmingly big, you know? It just doesn't give the same feeling as what you see in the movie. The movies. There are multiple movies, in fact. I'm not huge on cinema, but I am aware of the fact that there are at least 2 movies. I don't know if you technically need to be in on a road, or if you need to have other people with you to make it like a road trip, but whenever you see it in American television, the road trips, they're always in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I don't know, that might just be what the rural US looks like. Just, sand. That might just be what American cities look like, USanian cities, but I don't know. It might also be a specific thing for road trips. It might also be that it has nothing to do with road trips. They just want to show that people travel a long way. In which case, you could do that easy. You could just show the people in the car, and then, like, they're like, 1 second they're on grass, and then in the next second you show them like on in a desert, and then somewhere on ice and snow, somewhere in an Arctic area, and then the next shot you show them driving up the side of a building to show, like, now they're in a rural area or in an urban area. I was meant to say urban before as well, and then now they're in an urban area, and now they're in, like, underwater or something, and now they're floating through space, something like that. That would really be a long space road trip. So, imagine all the way to space. Humanity has made its way through the stars. In fact, even space won't stop us. It could, though. To be honest, space could really stop us. It would just need to put its mind to it, and it'd be like, no, you don't get to go to space. You don't get to fly. That would kind of be a dick move. But that's not necessarily to say that I'm judging space for it if it would do that. I'm just asking space, like, you know, it would be cool if you wouldn't do that. Anyway, road trips. Can you do a road trip in a rocket? Does that count? So I'm thinking I might launch some more rockets. I might also not, and try to make a jetpack instead. Because launching more rockets does actually help with the terraforming process. I'll just have to figure out what is the more important thing. Because... okay, pressure is going... actually, that might not be as good as the rest of the stuff. Let's see... yeah, I feel like pressure in... because they don't all use exactly the same sorts of units. They don't need to end up in the same place. So I'm guessing that pressure needs to be in the area of thousands of pascals or something, like kilopascals. But I don't know, honestly. I bet I'll find out at some point. It's drinky time. If you haven't drinked yet, then remember to drink. Remember to drink. If you don't drink, you haven't drinked. That was a good slop. There was no like sound slop, but there was in my heart I slopped. In my heart I was like, alright, what was I gonna... yeah, micro chip compass. Or it might actually be more important to get a jetpack. Because, I mean, to be honest, jetpacks are kind of cool, right? As much as jetpacks, like the type that they have in real life, look a bit silly, the universal rule still applies that if you are using a jetpack, if you have a jetpack, you are genuinely incapable of looking not cool. You know, so I feel like that's important to realize. Do I have a bio app? I don't think I have a bio app. I think I do have a biodome, yeah. But I need more. I need a bio lab. I need a biological laboratory. No, I can go and get an algae generator first. Oh, but I don't have it. Oh, alright, I'll take this. I'll take these seeds out and I'll put those seeds in. And gonna be like some kind of a sci-fi movie. You know? Do they have those in the United America? They probably have one or two. I've heard that they have TVs in the America. Oh, wait. Oh. Right. That's more like it. Let's see. Ibra. Boom. That's a lot of Ibra. Or is Ibra the plural and Ibra is the singular? I don't know. Hard to tell, you know. So, ball, silly, tinge, ow, literal owl moment. Right. So, eggplant, shades. I guess uranium. Oopra, oopra. What was I gonna... I was gonna do something that I wanted to do. I guess it might have been compass. So compass. Mononium. I do wonder what are like Al Yankovic's brothers called? Are they the are Weird Al Yankovic's brothers called like normal Al Yankovic and 9 to 5 Al Yankovic? I bet Al Yankovic is the entire last name. Is it Al Yankovic or Yankovic? I've always been confused by that one, and I feel like no one really truly knows the answer. Or maybe it's like in a superposition where both of them are correct and incorrect until you observe. Oh, I have, that's right. I need satellites in orbit to make that happen. Is it like the moment you discover a Yankovic in the wild, you discover whether it's Yankovic or Yankovic? I'm putting my money on that. That sounds most realistic. I was meant to drink. Do I have the satellite things yet? No. I mean, it's not a... I'm glad that didn't give me full damage. Alright, I could make some more food growers. Probably. Unless they really... No, it's affordable. I can make one more. With the still limited amount of Allen, the limited amount of Allen that I currently have. I am actually gonna put this one over here, because these are just for food. Beans are really good food, right? And then if I need an aubergine, I'll come over here and I'll ask it. Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? You said you'd be here in 5 minutes, but it's been 40. That's definitely me. I have begun to take much more time to prepare if I actually need to choose an outfit now than I would have some years ago. I've got style now. Ooh, okay, like water collector. That's pretty epic. Okay, my brain is not good at giving itself non-trivial tasks. I'm great at giving myself useless and trivial tasks, but the moment that it needs to have a purpose, it shuts down. Unless it's like a really obvious one, like for example, play the game and restore the world, make the world really happy, terraform, because that's right. Like that's the big thing. That's the main mission of this whole game. But otherwise, it gets difficult. So let's see. Oh yeah, what did I need again for the laboratory? Oh boy, I need more alum. I need more alum again. Not alum. Alum. I could hit up the same spaceship again, because I know... Did I get everything from there? I don't remember. Vroom vroom. I'm a race car. Vroom vroom. That was it. That was my interview with the space race car. That's even cooler than a normal race car. So, because I'm trying to think. I feel like I got most of it, but I don't remember it anymore. How the map went. I don't know why, but sometimes in really specific situations, or like maybe not really, but like in specific situations, I sometimes have difficulty with like a map sense. But in real life, I'm generally pretty good actually at remembering where it came from if I try. Because a visual brain, having a visual brain a lot of the time is actually a really, really nice, helpful thing. I just imagine a map in front of my eyes, and it's not quite as simple as that, but it is really powerful to pretty much just treat it like that. Just a little more complicated. You need some brain power to actually make all of it work. But oh, I missed the microchip when I got here last. But it's not super easy to actually make your brain work, even if you have a lot of visual ability. But it is really helpful because it gives you some stuff to work with. Can I only behind the door? I thought the door might have been debris because it feels like I should have been able to do something behind that door, but I don't know why, because it's kind of just a door. It looks pretty doory to me. And by just a door, I don't, you know, it is still a really cool space door, but it's also just a really cool space door, right? It's not special from the others necessarily. Especially in my heart, but that's a different sort of thing. Is there anything over here? Or am I gonna run into an invisible wall? Or is my computer just gonna keep glitching until the world explodes? Oh, ice. Did there used to be more ice here? It was like covered, and now it's all melting because of my thinly veiled eco-terrorism. What's down there? Oh. Is that a place I've been before, just disguised as not that? Probably not. Oh boy. Oh lord. Okay. Okay, at least I'm right side up. Oh no. That's no good. Can I push it up? Yeah, alright. At least I... Oh, and I'm stuck again. Oh, alright. So... I'm gonna have to mind my breath, but I'm sure I'll be able to find some stuff to help me with that. I might already have a little bit. No, I don't. Do I have? I have silicon, so I need 2 titanium, which I appear to be in luck with. And that seems like a 2-fold of titanium, certainly. Which means that for the single possible time in history that it could ever occur, it might actually be that I need to watch my water carefully, because I don't have any water on me, which is a ridiculous sort of thing to run into for me, because my whole problem has been that I had too much water, but them's the way the dice cuts, something that them's the brakes. This car doesn't have brakes, it just has more engine. Instead of braking, it just tries to drive backward. Ingenious. But, fun fact: in this car, you can't actually stop with the car, so you have to always. Oh, I have water. Okay, great. I guess I picked that up in one of the spaceship stuff or something. One of the chests, anyway. All right. Oh, that's another chest. Chests are really, really magnificent. The naturally generated ones. Oh! Wait, I'm gonna catch my breath for a second. And then I'm going to discover what that purple glowing stuff is. Because that looks like something that I might not even be supposed to know yet. And there we go. Okay. What was it? Through here, yeah. Oh, wow. Whoa. Pulsar quad. See how you feel when I fill your inventory. That sounds wronger than it should. Sounds wronger than I meant it, but it was more of like it, you know, like by the time that you'll have the struggles that I've gone through, you'll understand my plight. I didn't mean to be like a. I didn't mean to be like a dick about it. I just thought, you know, it's kind of annoying when you're doing like that. You know, I was like, you know, when you have a difficult time, just remember, right? I'm not saying that you need to have a difficult time. I'm just saying that when you have a difficult time, remember how that feels, and just use that to be more empathetic in the future. All right? I don't remember what that started as, but I also don't know what it ended as. That accent was a very. Let's just say it was a bit silly. Is that okay? I guess I have just plundered all of the quartz in existence in the world. Ooh! Accidentally pressed the wrong mouse button when I was in the car. Alright, why am I driving backward? It feels inefficient. Then again, it works. Unless you can show me that you're in the exact same situation and that you are instead driving forward with the car and it's more efficient. Unless you can do that, I will take no comments. I will not cede to anyone. Despite the fact that maybe I should. But that's not my problem. So this feels. Oh, is there more of it over there? I don't even think I have a purpose for it yet, but I'm gonna get it. Shiny thing, shiny. Duh. I don't know how much you know about shiny things, but I know that shiny things shiny, and I know that when shiny things shiny, I must have shiny. Thank you very much. I'm like a jackdaw. I think they chase shiny stuff, right? They're like, this thing is shiny, it's mine now. I relate to that very much. So pulsar quartz. It is very fancy. You could make a really, really epic outfit with that. You just like put that on, because it shines. It's like, yeah, Yeah. You just... Where is that? That arch. I feel like I've seen that arch before. But you could have an absolutely slay outfit if you use these mysterious, possibly radioactive, illuminated crystals in the outfit. That would be very epic. Oh boy, I need to make sure that I don't run out of oxygen. Oh, okay, there's one more cobalt. I can use that. And oh boy, where did I leave the car? Okay. I was getting scared for a second. I guess I could always have tried to build some more base stuff, which might have actually been a better idea because I'm kind of ways away from the other stuff. But come on, drive. Okay, at least I'm. It seems like I'm gonna make it. I'm not great with counting oxygen, because I'm alright with numbers, but not with estimates. I'm like, how long is that gonna take? I don't know. I never have been too good with difficult things. It was always the easier things that seemed more easily. Anyway, I should probably get back to base now, because it would appear that my liquid and solid intake is complaining, to say it. Just to say it after the truth. Honestly, I am a bit hungry right now, so I guess life mimics art, as the cool people always say. Okay, yeah. I shaved earlier today, and I'm not a huge fan of shaving, which is probably because I'm bad at using shaving cream. Somehow, like, it's like a roulette. Whenever I have to shave, if I use shaving cream, which I usually don't actually do, which is also a bit of a problem, but whenever I use shaving cream and I try to like flip it up to make it like, you know, foamy, I somehow, part of the time it works perfectly fine, and like it makes a lot of foam. Part of the time it just doesn't. It makes really very little foam, and it's annoying. I don't know. I don't get it. It confuses me. And if I've learned one thing from the history of my life, then when something confuses me, I need to use violence upon it. Because confusion ain't good for me. My mommy said if I were confused one more time, she would confuse me. I'd be very confused. Come to think of it, I'm trying to think if maybe she was confused with the time that she said, but I can't be sure of that. I don't know, maybe she wasn't confused. I'm honestly not sure about that. Anyway, I need some more iron and titanium. Accidentally became Kermit the Frog. But like slightly. Not really Kermit the Frog, but comparable to Kermit the Frog. On a level where people are like, yeah, I guess I can see it. But not on a level where people are like, oh, that's really good. You know? It's like in sort of liminal place of in the ranks of things that sound like Kermit the Frog. It's not wow, but it's also not like Shredder machine. Isn't Shredder the one from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Very well might not be, but I'm guessing that my brain has one correct piece of information, and I'm gambling that that's that piece of information. Kids, don't gamble. sounds like a bad idea. I was going to say that's real advice from a chiropractor, but I am not, in fact, a chiropractor. I always forget. Are chiropractors the ones with the hammers? Or are they the ones with the movement practice stuff? Cores. Pulsar cords. Oh boy, I have more flowers than my vault will be able to take now. Vault sounds cool. Sounds cooler than locker. Don't sweat it. I may need to start making a new vault. It sounds cooler than locker. That's why. Look at this vault. It sounds cooler than locker. Floor. I actually typed it right there. That's kind of disappointing. I didn't know I had the ability to be so weak. Very disappointed. And also, mild vertigo. But like read. Oh boy. I'm very glad that it didn't let me delete half of my base there. That would have been a problematic sort of thing. Just like me. Some people think that I'm problematic sometimes. And I tell them, what, me? Yeah, maybe. I feel like it's not, you know, that odd of a guess, but but it's also like kind of mean to call someone problem. It's not neat. Alright, quartz. I'm probably not gonna go very long today. I'm gonna make this very long because the being scared earlier today, you know, that definitely exhausted a slight reserve of my brain. That was not great. Hydrate and die straight. It's which doesn't mean that you can't die straight if you don't hide, or if you do hydrate. Hydrating is good. It's also, honestly, it's not to say that you're gonna die or that you're not gonna die or that you're gonna be straight or gay or whatever. The main takeaway from the message is hydrate. The rest of it's kind of like flavoring, you know? It's not that much to be all confused about. Oh, I can reach this better now. I didn't even thought of it. How comes that my brain did not process the vital knowledge that if thing in front of other thing and I behind thing, I cannot easily see other thing? How did that not process in my brain? And there's probably a very good answer for it. Something along the lines of, because it's you I don't want to say any insensitive words, because I'm a sensitive boy, but idiot feels in place. Ooh, can I get past this? Is it a good idea to get past it? Maybe not. But it's too late to go back now. So let's see what I can get here. Seems like there's mainly more osmium and a bit of sulfur. I don't think I've used sulfur much yet, have I? Yeah, osmium again. Right. Don't want to be out and about for too long, because else I'm not going to be able to breathe, and this sounds like a problem to me. Alright, that's fine. I have really not been looking at whatever the ads may be doing today, because I still don't know how it really works. I should know things like that, because that's kind of like, that's a part of what I'm doing, but I have no such information. Okay, sulfur. I am glad that I decided earlier, like, even if I can't log into Twitch, I'm just still gonna stream, because it has been nice. I forget how nice it can be to just stream, even when I'm stressed and stuff. It's still nice to stream, because I can talk a lot. That's I can hear myself talk a lot, and I think that most Westerners do very well when they can hear themselves talk a lot. So I'm guessing I'm pretty much like that. I'm kind of like the humans, I'm guessing. Alright, so I've got a lot of sulfur, sulfur, and on That sounds like a Spanish name. Onsonso. Please, Spain, if we have Spain in chat, please elucidate. Is that in fact is Onsonso really a Spanish name? Because, you know, as I say, it sounds like it is. Sounds like you will have difficulty persuading me of any different. But maybe you won't. Maybe it'll be hunky dory. Dory the Explorer. That's not what I wanted you to do. I want you to go the other way. Like, I might need to get on top of the building for this. How can I... Jumps weenerly. Alright. Ooh. Look at those ninja moves. Wow! Now I've got my own laboratory. Lab. Look at that lab. What an awesome lab. It's almost as if someone really, really cool built it. Yeah. That's right. Me. It was me. I built the lab. I built the Labrador in case I would need Labrador. Labrador is crucial to my mission. So I'm gonna see real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get to lakes today, I'm guessing. I'm probably gonna be like 20 more minutes, something like that. And then I actually, maybe like a half an hour to make sure that the VOD is nice, 2 hours long at least, because else it's gonna be, you know, else it's kind of a bit annoying. Okay, so what do I need most of all? I think pressure might be what I need most. Oh boy, I need aluminum for more pressure. I guess I can make one drill. I don't know. I don't like using aluminum because every time that I use aluminum, I then have to go out into every little part of the world and just it's mean. Oh wow, ore extracted is almost as much pressure as a drill does. Tier 3 drill. It does more. It does 10 times as much as a tier 2 drill. It does almost as much as a tier 3 drill, which is pretty impressive. And it does less of the percentage of what a heater does in heat, but still pretty good amount. It's better at heat than a tier 2 heater, and it's better at drilling than a tier 2 driller. Like it's better at pressure than a tier 2 drill by a long way. And sure, it's expensive, but also I bet you haven't looked at my wallet. I must be rolling in dosh. I'm not rolling in dosh. I have a. I barely have any. I barely have any. But soon, perhaps the table will twist and turn. Imagine if I have like a big movie trailer, and in you, it's clearly rushed. So, like everything of the whole thing is clearly rushed. So all of the rehearsal stuff, they didn't do any rehearsal. They don't have any notes. So during the trailer, it's just like two men go to a different planet to find out if there's life. Arnold and Billy are going to find out the fate of the universe, or like of the galaxy mainly, and what they can do against it. Well, how can they prevent? Well, but like, but not that it's gonna explode or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they need to make sure that the universe has a good, that it doesn't. Okay, maybe the universe is gonna explode. I'd watch that. That sounds like an epic movie. That sounds like a very epic movie. I'd watch that. I'm having to drink a lot today. I had to drink once at like the 1 hour mark. I had to drink once at like 1 hour and 30 minutes. I have to drink now at 1:40, which is almost like half of the remaining time, and then I'm gonna have to wait. Oh no, it's still no. Okay, I'm just confused. Which is not a unique happenstance. I find that this happens more often. Ooh. That, don't call me a nerd, but that, you can't deny that looks like a bacteriophage. That, it just, textbook. It's a drill. It's a quote-unquote drill. Okay, let's... I guess I can get more. I'll get... Ooh, shredder machine destroys items. Do I need items destroyed? I guess if I need items destroyed, I can always go and look at it then. Currently, I'm not sure I do need items destroyed. I'm yawning right now. Because I think I have all of the gears upgrades now, right? I have tier 5, tier 4. I have a jetpack. I have tier 2 exoskeleton and tier 2 agility. Cool. Is there anything else? I have tier 3 mining. I guess I can see, I think that's in the vehicle station, how much the vehicle inventory upgrade costs. I don't know much about the roadmap of the game or anything. I usually don't give myself a lot of spoilers because, largely because I forget to look, but also partially because I don't really want to look. Ooh, they've got speed. Ooh. Okay, so on the one hand they've got speed increase upgrades. On the other hand, light. Ooh, that would be very useful. Cobalt and silicon. And actually, I'm gonna pin that. Me forgetting to pin things is a perfect demonstration of why I needed the pin tool in the first case, because I'm really good at forgetting things. Silly. And then I'm gonna get some sulfur. Alright. Lights, because lights are always a nice thing to just have on stuff. I feel like lights should generally be one of the upgrades that you use a slot for. In this case, oh yeah, that's the. So now it's the brightest tool in the table, brightest tool in the table, brightest turn. Out of the turnips. Oh, I can make more equipment slots. Yeah, I only have the one thing that I can pin. I'm gonna just do this then, because currently I'm already wanting to do all 4 of them. But I actually remember when I was playing this on Spanish and I was getting the beacon upgrade. I was looking at that and I was like, beacon, very interesting. But it was a Spanish word. I don't remember what it was. Something like Bascona. And I was like, this is a very mysterious word. Like, it looks cool, but I have no clue what it was. Something that led me to believe that it was that was gonna be like flotation devices for the whole thing. Which, thinking back, no, that would still be cool actually. Yeah, I stay with my conviction. It would be really, really cool to have flotation devices on this so you could use it as a boat. I'm not going to say that I was dumb when I was actually very epic. Okay, so. Ooh, I think I can fit all of the starting upgrades. And then now. Also, I don't know how I randomly found the right slot for that. I had no recollection of where that was. Anyway. Equipment increase. Inventory. I can do that. The speed and beacon are also called zeolite. Zeolite. Zeolite? Zeolite. The drink for any Kriegel. Actually, I guess I can. No, I already have that one. Yeah, I need an extra one of that one. And then I need fabriek. Fun fact, fabriek is the Dutch word for factory. Okay, let's see if I make this inventory increase. Boom. Ain't that a beauty? Ain't it just beautiful? And then zeolite is right. Okay, It's not very fast. It's like a minute 70 seconds. So pretty close. But also not nice, because 70 minutes is not, it's not a nice, like, I mean, I get it, and it's kind of a round number, but it's 70 seconds. Did I say minutes? 70 seconds is, like, 75 seconds would be nicer. 60 seconds would be nicer. 69 seconds would be great. But it's 70 seconds. No. It just kind of confuses me. But I'm guessing it's good for the game to have 70 seconds. For some reason my eyes just started tearing up. Something like my eyes are rebelling. I think my eyes are deciding to rebel against my skull or something. Trying to walk away. But they can never do that. Because they are captured by me. Alright, what else do I mean, I can't get that yet. My brain was like, oh, that seems like a good thing to get, actually, but I haven't unlocked it. So that would be rather a difficult sort of thing to place and or use. Right, heat. Again, I need to look. I think pressure is the stuff that's low. I can always launch some rockets into space. If that's how they solve their problems in the Cold War, then surely I can do it too in their tradition. In it, bro. In it, comrade. Comrade could definitely have been like a contemporary RP sort of word if it hadn't been like a Russian, is it Russian of origin? Like, what it is, you know what it is, but I don't know if it's technically Russian or if it's Ukrainian or if it's in another language in this sort of direction. It might have also been an English invention, and I don't know. It might have been tons of things. It might have been a goldfish before I discovered it, but probably not, because I don't know how that what that even means. Oh, is the thing the storage? Because I made this. Yeah, I made the storage upgrade, and it has has a little smaller chest on top of it now, which is very, very cute. I rate this at least a 7 out of 10. For extra out of 10s, check the manual. Hint, one of them is dance the poker. No, just kidding, but I really wanted to see you do that. This is why this heinous deed of deception has taken place. I did enjoy seeing you dance the poker. Very good. You should become Polish once. I don't know if poker is Polish, but I think they have poker in Polish, in Polish land. So, boy, oh boy, wouldn't that be so embarrassing if I were wrong? I need iron. There we go. Okay, I did not, in fact, have enough iron before. Anyway, something about Polish poker. I'm guessing poker is a phenomenon that at least partially takes part in Poland. Because when I think of poker, I do mainly think of Poland. It might be just a thing of not knowing it and my brain giving a random connection or something. But I feel like it's significant. I feel like it's... I feel like there is a reason that my brain thinks that. It's not just my brain sillying, as it were. Alright, let's see what's inside of here. Cool. Oh, yeah. Chip. Okay, that's pretty epic. I'm gonna put some iron in there and titanium to free up some inventory space, because I can get a lot of that easily. Alright. Silicon and magnesium away. Good. There's any more ooh, nice. Another one of those. Oh, there is one more chest. I guess super alloy is better to have than... I guess this is good. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna split. As the cool kids call it. Split. And they Let me guess. I am no longer classified as one of the cool kids, am I? Yeah, no, that was not the coolest thing I've ever done, but it comes close. Is that rock physical? That rock is physical. Good to know. I don't know if my car is gonna be gonna get through the next check, because that seemed like a pretty solid collision. But maybe if I'll pay them to aluminium, they'll look the other way. That's right. I'm a criminal now. I'm part of the mafia. Okay, let's see what's going on. Like in the one song where they say, "Hey, what is going on? That which goes on, what is it?" Is the watch rising anymore? I don't know. Okay, we good now. I like to be dramatic and scream once in a while, which is because I'm so cool. I don't know why, but my brain has taken the phrase "I'm very cool" and like that sort of stuff, has taken that as a completely as a completely facetious existence as a sentence. So whenever I say it, I mean it as a joke, but it doesn't sound like a joke, which is a problem for jokes, because as with many jokes, if you think I actually mean it when I say it, the world that you envision looks a lot different than it actually does, and that is not generally a very good thing. Because I very well know that out of all of the existing creatures in the world, I'm one of the least cool ones. Oh, that's inconvenient now. Flour. Actually, that's just French for flour. I'm running out of funny things, so I have to use things. I have to use normal things and then make them seem funny. Ooh, a better torch. Sulfur. Doesn't the game say eggplant though? Or yeah, it says eggplant. But it also says torch and not flashlight. Interesting. This seems like a confusing one. Because I think it's a German game? Not 100% on that. Germany has a lot of good games though. Germans are pretty cool. Which is because Germany has Germany's, you know, it's not like it's a way northern country, but it's, you know, let's just say it's not quite Spain. It's not quite warm. All right. I guess this is I can go make a few more drills. I still don't have a lot of aluminium. But at least I guess I can make some drills. So I'm gonna make some drills. And I'm gonna make sure that I have a bit more progress in the next few episodes. Because, I mean, you know me, it's as long as it isn't directly necessary. Well, I don't know if people know me that well, but practically, as long as it's not directly necessary for me to build things to get more progress, it's probably never gonna happen. So let's see. Has that done a lot? Oh, that looks much nicer than before. It's actually counting now. It's because here. Because this is kind of a nice screen because it just shows you all of the things that you have. Oh, I might not have any other... Okay, I guess the ore extractor does some pressure things as well, but I'm not sure I have much else that provides pressure at all. Also... Oh no, the heaters are still there. Do they... yeah, they give a teensy bit of pressure. This does that. No, that gives oxygen and plants. So I didn't have that much that gave pressure, which it's a good thing that I've built some stuff of that now. But that feels, yeah, definitely like a lot of little. Feels like it didn't have very much. Well. Today as a day and as a stream has been quite the adventure. Oh, I'm gonna do a big stretch. Sometimes big stretch is very good. Sometimes you just think like, what do I need to do? How do I win the life? How do I be the winner? The real answer is big stretch. Big stretch. The most massive out of all of the things which are stretches. Alright, okay. I guess I can get some more heaters because I don't have much of that either. Yeah, I just have the two, I guess. Wait, dude. Yeah. They're gonna do each other's stuff sometimes. Alright, I'll use the one last titanium or aluminium that I have for a reheater. I have more than just that titanium. And I'm gonna place it in the other place where I have all the other heaters. It's raining. It is fun. Like, it's taking a second because I'm not very gamer at the game, but it is fun to just look around and realize there wasn't a lake here before. Oh yeah, it's gone up before. Still. But just, there wasn't a lake here before. There wasn't water at all on this planet. There was ice. in some places, and now there is water, there is rain, there are just stuff is happening, and that is really cool about this game. You're not just making, because Subnautica, for example, is a really cool game and everything, but what this game does really well, and it's kind of like a gimmick, but it works really well, is you actually terraform the planet. You don't just be on the planet and then make things and eventually leave all of that behind, and it's just a planet again. But as you're going in this game, you gradually, you get to a place where it's a fully livable planet. And it's just a really cool thing. I really love how they do that, because I feel like they did the execution on that pretty well too. They've got a few different things, and gradually, like, you start with oxygen and heat and pressure, and you kind of try to balance those, but it's not too much of a problem either if you don't. It's gonna take a bit longer, and then eventually you get like plants and insects and animals as well, and it's just, it's nice to I feel like they did it in a very good way. Also, that was a lot of stammering. Yes, that's right, I do stammer regularly. For some reason, people are always confused when I tell them that I stammer, despite the fact that, you can hear it. They're like, what? No, you don't. You don't do that. And I'm like, yes, I do. I do it a lot. Oh, pressure is really going at it. I'm once again gonna drink. So, hydration. It has now been the second hour, so. I'm not honestly sure why I've needed to drink so many times, but when you gotta drink, you gotta drink. Remember that even if you need to drink a lot of times, it's still much better than not having to drink. It's still much better to drink when you need to, even if it's 100 times, than to not drink if it's one time. And with that absolute wisdom, with that, just general advice, I guess I'm gonna end this stream, this episode. It's like the fourth episode of this game. Probably because of the terraformation going slow, it doesn't feel like the fourth episode yet. It feels like this should be the third, maybe, and probably the next one as well, because it's still between liquid water and lakes. And I mean, like, that seems like a pretty good lake to me, but it's just, it doesn't quite feel like I've done very much in the respect of terraforming. But at least I've got a car now, and I had a car before, but I've got more inventory space on the car now, and I've got flashlights, like what's it called? Lighting beam? A thing, though. I've got a thing. Anyway, yeah. I'm sorry, my brain needs to reboot again. Today has been, regarding streaming, it's been an interesting day. But at least it, you know, stuff went well again eventually. I could log in to Twitch again. It was just a silly little thing that happened. No permanent problems. Maybe a bit tired, but at least I still played the game. Still had fun. Still did some things. And I guess all that remains to say is, for the YouTube, check out the Twitch. For the Twitch, check out the YouTube. And of course, press the funny buttons that are because they're so funny that the amount of funny that they have is equal to the amount of distress that I had when I was scared that my account had disappeared somehow. That's kind of the comparison. That's how funny they are. So that's just to quantify that is very funny. And I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope to see you next stream. Probably gonna see if I can do something else than Planet Crafter, actually, because I have been doing this for the last 3 or 4 consecutive streams, which is, it's alright. It's a good game and everything. It's just I need to be sure that I don't do it too much in a row, because firstly, it gets old, and secondly, it gets old, but one of them is for me and one of them is for everyone watching, and anyone that doesn't like it. Not that there's people that'll be looking like, ooh, what she's doing this time, oh, Planet Crafter. No, but still though, if there's anyone that doesn't like this game, that does want to watch, then, I'm deterring them kind of actively by playing this game. Oh boy, I'm not stuck anymore. Is there a long... I don't know. Anyway, sorry, brain. But yeah, I hope to maybe see some people in the next episode of something, the next stream, and or VOD, and bye bye.